I started, you would say, like in the good days of advertising. So there weren't a lot of us back then, I think, in the industry, but the people that were around at the time were big names, like Wing and Festus, like quite a lot of people I looked up to that were in the industry at the time. So it was exciting at the time because it was new. I'm from a marketing background. Yeah, so and then I had some ideas, because the two are linked. And I had ideas about like ads and how to improve ads and how to make ads funny. And I approached an agency and I told them the ideas. And obviously at the time, like, they looked at me like I was mad. But then they said, you know what, let's bring you in and just let's see what you can do. So from there, I think I went and tried it out, and yeah, the rest is history. It just worked out, seemed to work out. As we all know, we're going through like quite a difficult patch, but I mean, there's a couple. One, we're talking about our outreach to certain people who might not know about the creative industry, and we're already doing it, but we spoke about how to intensify, and amplify the efforts to try and get like the word out there about like the creative industry. Add to that costs and geographical thing, because a lot of it seems to be Cape Town and Joburg. Who knows who might be out there that's like a creative genius out there. So I think there are lots of we've got our challenges and our work cut out in terms of trying to reach more and more young people to bring into this industry. So it is proving quite difficult. I personally need to do more in terms of just talking about the advantages of creativity. I read a quote in Cannes. It was like, creativity is the only way to survive, and it's true. Like the world changes all the time, and you need to be creative to adapt. You need to be creative to come up with solutions. So, and like I said, you never know where talent is. So I would start with, like, whenever I go back to the Free State, just say, what an awesome industry we really are in, and what a rewarding industry it is. I mean, how many times do you get to see your work manifest out there? What's in your head, you see out in the street, and you see how people react to it. Everybody keeps saying the same thing, like Africans are such great storytellers, and we seem to be, and we've got a lot to tell. We've got a lot of angles to tackle. Advertising, where you can incorporate like who we are instead of always like reaching out for European stuff. So besides, I'd invite comedians to come back and like use that talent, in advertising. So money might be one of them. Growth might be one of them. It seems that at the moment, like, the faster you go up the ranks, the better for people. And not to say that you don't grow in advertising, but there seems to be like I want it now type of habit. And I always believed you got to work hard at anything you do. So is the grass greener on the other side? I don't know, but it's a big trend at the moment. Will I get to the big money like in time? I won't say it doesn't happen some places. Thank goodness it's not. I haven't heard of a lot of cases. But I mean, that quickly shows in the work, right? It'll quickly show in the work if somebody's just been put there for, because the thinking doesn't come from them, or the idea is not generated from like an insightful place. So it will always be like a bolt on, and that strategy doesn't work. So and that's why I say I see very little of it, because I think lately we do get it right in terms of talking to people the way they should be spoken to, in a way they should be spoken to. So insights are very, very important. So it's still a stretch. It's still got a long way to go, but I think you cannot deny that we've made the industry's made a progress in that regard.